That's off. That's not off.
This is on. Welcome back to the Young Crumbs podcast. My name is Michael.
My name is Sean.
How are you today, Sean? It is about a week after our last episode, but our last episode was recorded early.
What episode is it?
It's 42.
Wow.
This is episode.
We're getting old.
We're 10 episodes away from a year of doing this.
Wow, we are too.
Yeah, how crazy is that?
How many months is that? It's like 2-3 months. We started this like...
I think it was around March, but we
March,
pumped
April.
out like 5 episodes
Yeah.
by ourselves. We didn't like release them or anything. We just
Yeah.
kind of pumped them out.
There was a few we
because you
did
needed-
2 back to back.
You needed 5 episodes on Spotify
Yeah.
to get like published on Spotify.
Yeah, something
You
like
needed
that.
to upload 5
There was
episodes.
some
so
rule. And
we
we
had-
also were embarrassed. And we're like, let's not tell anyone
yeah, we'll
yet.
see how it goes, and
Yeah.
we'll listen to them ourselves and
Yeah.
like see if we like them.
Those
But
were good times, man.
they are good
I remember
times.
it was during lockdown, I think, wasn't it? It was during the
was,
whole
yeah.
quarantine.
It was like
I messaged you. I was like, you want to start a podcast?
it was proper lockdown.
Yeah,
Like we couldn't
yeah.
really go anywhere or do
Yeah.
anything yet.
Well,
But-
had one person over, and that was me.
Hey.
Yeah, I made it. How's your week
God.
been? You're going back to the same place I went to,
I am. You went to Foster the last week.
and you're going to Foster tomorrow
I am going to Foster tomorrow.
for your first time.
I've been there before, but when I was young, I
Okay.
don't really remember any of it. But by the looks of it, it looks like a crazy cool, like, and beautiful place.
I don't know whether you pull my leg or not.
No, based on your photos.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it's
That's good.
It's beautiful. Like the beach that we always go to, like you can't find a better beach. Swear to God.
Yeah, right.
That's like hand up. I like try and find a better beach. I bet you can't. Nah, but
Find
it's just
a
like.
better beach.
But yeah, it was like I went up, had some pretty bad weather for the first couple of days. It was like
Yeah.
raining, and when you go on a beach holiday and there's like rain, and it's
Like,
just like
what
you
do you
just
do?
can't really do anything.
Yeah.
But then it eventually cleared up and stuff.
What type
and it
of
was
a,
alright.
are you in cabins? Are you in?
We have a
like-
house.
You have a house, so
Yeah.
you hire it like a Airbnb
Rent,
type
yeah,
thing.
rent the
you
house,
rent
yeah.
the house out.
We've rented the same house for like years.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah, it's pretty cool, man.
I was on Instagram,
You were.
and your mum. I think I follow your mum on Instagram,
Eh.
and she shared a story, and you know how when someone shares a close friend's story,
Yeah.
I was getting your mum's close friend story, so I'm a close friend of your mum's on Instagram.
Oh yeah, yeah. When you upload, but it's only
Yeah.
for close friends.
Yeah, who knew?
Because you
I
can't
don't know
edit.
how
You
how
can't
does it-
edit close friends. Well, you can, but
You
like when you
can.
click close friends,
I
it
think
just randomizes.
It decides for
yeah,
you,
it
right?
decides for you. Yeah.
How are you, your mum and I close friends?
Well-
Lisa, we are close friends in real life, but
I can.
why on Instagram?
I
We've
can
never
assume
interacted.
I can assume why I'm her close friend.
Yeah,
Maybe.
because
I mean, I am her son.
You are her son.
I
But
don't
do you
know.
upload many photos together?
Yeah. On Facebook. I don't know. Just
Maybe it's
connect.
about like how like do you often like their stuff?
I guess like liked, and I feel like it's like viewing their story and stuff. It's like, hey,
Yeah.
you're a close friend. But I
Mm.
know that I have another friend of mine who like uploads close friend stories, and I'm in them, and I'm like, oh, this is so nice. And it's like you don't know whether more people do it, but you're not in their close friends group, or
Yeah.
or no
How
one
many-
else does it.
How many close friends stories am I missing out on?
Exactly.
That's the real question.
Well, how many like is there close? How many in a close friend group when you upload on Instagram? I don't know.
I can assume
20?
it's infinite.
Or is
right?
as many as you want?
I don't know.
How about close friends? It's just all of the people following you except for like just one person.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Who would that one person be for you?
You.
Out them. Wow.
Mhm.
Okay.
Fuck you.
I see how it is.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to ban you on social media, Sean.
That's rude.
Yeah.
Speaking of social media,
Speaking of social media banning, yeah.
you got banned
I. Yep.
from Twitter.
That's me.
Nah, that was going
Go
around.
follow me on Twitter.
Obviously, if you
The real Donald Trump.
no,
is that
too
his-
soon.
is that
too
his-
soon, man.
Is that his handle? His Twitter
Yeah, I
handle,
think
The
it
Real
was.
Donald
Well, it
Trump?
was.
Was his
I saw something funny. It was like Donald Trump's tweeting on a new Twitter profile. Everyone go report it, and it was a screenshot of like someone's friend's Twitter account. So people are gonna go record it, thinking it was their friend, like Donald Trump or something. I'm like, that's pretty funny.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
he got banned.
You got banned. It's fair enough.
Yeah.
Twitter's a private company.
Yeah,
They can
so
have
lots
their
of
own
people are
agenda.
like, "Oh, it's freedom of speech," but then it's like it's a
It's a
private,
private
company.
company.
It's the same with like if someone goes to Woolies without a mask, they can be like, "We're not going to serve you.
Yeah.
You need a mask."
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They are private, right? You can't buy shares in Twitter.
Oh, you can, but like it's a
They're still a privately.
it's still a privately
still a private
owned. Like
company.
if you have the majority of Twitter,
Yeah.
you're technically the leader, the owner.
Yeah.
You're like,
yeah.
you know,
You can decide.
you can have shares in Twitter, but it'd be like 2% of the company. You can't be like, hey.
So yeah, he got banned because there was basically a coup attempt, but not
basically.
But not really. Like, people are calling it a coup, and I'm even calling it a coup because like a coup is like an attempt to overthrow government.
Yeah.
But it wasn't really, was it? They just kind of went in there and made a mess.
Well,
like, did they have any real?
Yeah, it was the timing of it. 'Cause, like, at the time,
it was the time. Yeah,
they were finalizing the electoral votes from the election.
Yeah,
and obviously a whole bunch of them don't believe the election was right.
Yeah.
So they said, let's storm it and let's get in there and take back what's ours. Never really gonna work, was it? It's kind of silly, but I get what you're saying. No one's in there going, "Hey, hand over the."
Very illegal.
Just seems like everyone's just sort of running around with their stuff, and a whole bunch of them are getting arrested. Which is hilarious.
I don't understand like the thought process of someone like. Surely you'd know there's repercussions to stuff like that.
I feel like when it's just a mob mentality, you like when there's like 100 people that are like, let's go in there. You're like, yeah, I want to go in there.
Yeah,
and then it's like, I'm arrested now.
I'm one of 100. I'll just run.
Yeah. It's like they won't catch me.
Yeah.
It's like,
no, they will.
They will. Yeah.
A lot of people have been pointing out the clear differences between the way the police reacted to a literal, like, federal crime to like Black Lives Matter protests and stuff like that.
Those annoy me because it's like people are like, oh, but what about those riots that went on? It's like, storming a capital trying to overthrow democracy, or a rally that sort of went a bit pear shaped. I think the invading a government building is a bit worse, but I don't know.
Yeah,
look, I'm not 100% sure.
To be fair, like
they're both bad. Look, let's be real. Shouldn't be rioting, man. Just hug.
Yeah, but even like peaceful protests and stuff got gassed and like tear gassed. It's like nothing even happened for like half an hour, and then they decided to move in. It's like really, I don't know.
Sorry to go back to all gas no brakes, but have you seen the episode
I haven't
of
seen
that
the
one?
most recent.
No, the episode of like that one, like the protests and stuff, where he's going around interviewing people.
Yep.
And he goes, it cuts. He's like, I think we're about to get gassed. And it cuts, and it's just they're getting bombed, and he's like, oh shit. Well, they have that video. Did you see that video ages ago where they had that reporter, and it was reporting, and the police come up and they're like, we're arresting you now.
Yeah.
And he just goes, okay, and he just got arrested.
Yeah.
They just put him in handcuffs and walked him
like,
away.
Why? They're like, I'm a journalist.
I don't
know. I don't
care. Mate, you're gone. Hey, mate, get out of here.
They hold up a skin color chart next to him, and they're like,
you're gone.
Hispanic.
You failed. It's like a scanner. It's like those temperature scanners.
It's like,
ooh, that's brown.
It's a race.
That's not good.
Ooh, it's a race scanner.
Didn't they have that in Family Guy where it's like,
I don't know.
He's like, Peter's in the car, and it has like them coming up. It's like arrest, and it's like dark colored, and then it's not arrest, and it's like white. And he's like, oh, you're clear to go. Anyways, but yeah, it's fun. But yeah, it's an interesting debate though when it comes to the social media, because it's like, they're so big now. They're so big.
Yeah.
And it's like cutting them out. Like if you got banned from all the sites, it's like, I mean,
there goes your voice.
Like your voice, I guess, is pretty much gone.
How do you talk to? How
do you
reach out to people?
Having to obey a particular company's policies. You can't. I guess say what you want to say.
Yeah.
Then I guess it's like it's a slippery slope. I get it. It's kind of worrying. But then it's like, it's a private company. I don't know.
It's definitely a slippery slope.
Yeah.
And the problem comes from like Twitter being basically like a majority social media holder.
Yeah.
Like there's a few big ones going around, but nothing really like allows for the type of discussion that Twitter does, because it's so huge.
Yeah.
And like you can literally reply. You can be a nobody and reply to a celebrity, and there's a chance they might see it.
Yeah.
Like you don't.
It's not
have
like
that sort of power anywhere else,
Yeah.
like, and so it allows for people like ideas to just kind of circulate
Yeah.
and like circle jerk themselves off, and just like fester into these like terrible things. But yeah, like I get the whole freedom of speech thing, but it's also like, no, because you still have to obey a company's rules and regulations. Like 100%, his account probably got banned because of it would have been like inciting acts of violence.
Yeah.
Because like he kind of said like, we have to stand and like fight
for this electoral win. Yeah.
What was it? You were reading a quick article before.
He said
because we didn't want to come on here and be like, Donald Trump told them to like storm Congress building or storm the Capitol building, when like I don't think he technically did. He just said like, we have to go there and fight and show them like that we care or something. And I think his people took that to be, let's storm the Capitol building.
Yeah. I mean, he never said go storm the Capitol building.
No.
I had it right here.
He did say go out there and like.
He said, if you don't fight like hell, you're not going to have a country anymore. Trump had told the crowd, urging them to head to the Capitol building.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
It's very like, it's up in the air.
It's up in the air.
He's gonna get. I think he's under investigation for impeachment.
He already got impeached.
Again.
He got impeached the second time. Did you not see that this morning?
Yeah, but like, it never went through the first impeachment.
Yeah, so you get it impeached, but then it has to go through the Senate. And if it goes through the Senate,
right,
technically you're impeached, but then
Yeah.
if it doesn't go through, you don't leave the job.
yeah,
But so the debate is just like, why are you putting it through the Senate when he's literally about to lose his job in like a few days? But then what's crazy to me is if he gets impeached, he loses all of his benefits of like when you're a former president. So he loses like his
pension,
like
and
pension
stuff like that.
and like security and stuff.
Yeah.
But what's more interesting is that if he gets impeached, he can't run again.
Yeah, right.
I think that's crazy that if you lose election, you can just run again. I
Yeah,
was like,
because you
what?
can serve a maximum of 2 terms.
Yeah.
And if you lose after your first term, you can just run again.
You can just go
Has
again.
that ever happened? Do you know if that's
No,
like a thing
so
that's existed? Like that's actually happened?
I think the Senate needs to approve of him running again if he wants to run again.
Right.
But even just his ability to be like, all right, I'm just going to wait a couple of years and go again is
honestly,
like a bit worrying.
I reckon it's worth the effort to go and impeach him even after he's finished, because I'm pretty sure you can still do something like that, like impeach someone after they've finished their term.
Yeah.
And like at least that way he goes down in history as a president that was impeached.
Yeah.
And like he kind of loses that authenticity as like
he was already impeached, but now it's just like
well, yeah, he's
more
been impeached
official.
before. I mean, like, what's it called? What's the after impeachment where like you actually get
I don't know.
taken off?
I guess it's
fired.
I don't know, because it's like
What did he used to say on his arm?
You're fired.
You're fired.
Well, yeah, apparently he
On
would
his
be fired, but yeah,
Celebrity
I don't know.
Apprentice or whatever it's called.
Yeah. Well, actually, another topic which I was thinking about in modern day stuff. Did you see? So America's doing a thing where, like, in the first 100 days of Biden being in president or whatever, he's going to try and get everyone the vaccine.
Right.
Yeah.
Fuck,
Which is
that'd
crazy.
be
Are you going to get the
crazy.
vaccine?
Yeah, if it comes to if it becomes
But
accessible.
then the question comes where it's like, who gets it first? A lot of people are like
frontline medical workers.
a lot
I
of
think,
frontline
'cause-
medicals. That's obvious. And then it's like older people are getting it, the more vulnerable.
Yeah.
And then I think someone came out that they were gonna get it. Someone like some celebrity, and he's like, "Why am I getting it? Like, give it to someone else that needs it." You know what I mean? Yeah, but it raises a bit of a
There's lots of
debate.
money. Imagine a movie studio like Disney being like, we want production to go back to normal. We'll pay extra to get all of our like actors and crew and staff members the vaccine as soon as possible.
I wonder if that's like allowed. You know what I mean? Because
It
then it becomes
technically
one of those things where it's only the rich can get it. You know what I mean? It's the poor
it's one of those
people
things
that are
where
waiting
like it technically shouldn't be allowed, but it definitely
will be.
would happen.
Would definitely happen. Yeah. Nah, it's interesting. I wonder how it's going to be like rolled out, because I don't think there's ever been sort of like this worldwide vaccine for something that's just gone out, and it's just like, have you been vaccinated for that?
Imagine if COVID came about like fucking 40 years ago.
Yeah.
Like
that would have been harder.
Like there's no chance we probably could have pumped out a vaccine so soon.
And there's no way we wouldn't be able to work from home 40 years ago. You know what I mean? Like the whole world would have actually
the whole world economy
everything
would crash.
Like things crashed, but it was like able to bounce back and people can
Yeah.
work and stuff. But it's like
It's more a dip, you know.
yeah, it was a dip.
A shallow
Everyone's-
pool.
Yeah. Ankles. Yeah, but then things where people were able to work from home and get things done anyways. But yeah, it's just like yeah. But it's an interesting discussion. Are people going to still work in an office? I don't know. I know a lot of people do, but for a business,
I think COVID has made businesses realize you can get a lot done without spending as much money.
you can get like if their production of a work team goes down a little bit, but you're saving so much on like office rents, stationery, pencils, pens, paper, photocopying and shit. Like you don't need all that stuff anymore. If everyone just works from home.
Yeah.
And it's like maybe pay them a little bit extra for their compensation, but it's like
whatever.
Well, and the workers are happy because they just work from home. I wonder if I don't know. I feel like everyone's gonna have to be. I think everyone's gonna go back to the office, but I feel like there's gonna be a decent amount of jobs and stuff where people are gonna be like, oh, it's alright, you can just work from home. Like we're a small business, so just everyone just like.
I think
work from home
I think more flexible hours will be a thing that'll come from COVID.
Yeah.
It's like say you work an office job that's like 9 to 5 usually.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, you've been working flexible hours at home for the last 6 months and everything's been running smooth.
Yeah.
Have flexible hours. Like, come in at 10 and leave at 3.
Yeah.
3 days a week and then work later the other 2.
There'll be a lot of
there'll be a lot of
like, I'm just gonna work from home Thursday, and it's like,
Yeah,
well, you've done
easy.
it before, you can do it again.
Yeah,
You know what I
fuck
mean?
it.
But I mean, if like everyone's in the building, everyone's in the office, and it's like, I'm gonna work from home. It's
Depends
like,
what type of job you have. If you have the type of job where you can just sit behind a computer all day and no one has to like bother you or whatever, like
go for your life, bruh.
I know my girlfriend. She like people will come up to her at work and she's like, email me because I'll forget it.
Fair enough.
So like this face-to-face conversation means like next to nothing. Just email me what you need and I'll do it. So it's like she could do it from home easily.
Yeah.
But other jobs you kind of need that communication and face-to-face.
Those
So
like
it's,
meetings over Zoom are cool and all, but meetings in like
In
with
Zoom.
a group in the Zoom. But like in a group, obviously face-to-face is a lot easier for communication. But you know, it's just one of those things. I was on I was at work the other day. Just change the topic. This is an incredible idea.
Yeah.
Right? We're going to make millions off this, Michael. I
Okay.
promise. So, I was sitting there.
Another $1 million idea
here we go.
by the young crumbs.
I don't know if I want to tell people, but... Ooh.
Ooh.
Alright.
You're telling a whole, like, 20 people.
Oh, here we go. All right. So I was eating sushi.
Yep.
I was on my work break.
Yep.
With the chopsticks. I had my phone out in front, right? Just scrolling through the old socials.
Yep.
Because I'm not banned from them, you know?
Yep.
And I was going and I was like, that would be great. Chopsticks with those things on the end of it so you can operate your phone while you eat sushi.
You eat sushi one-handed, don't you? You use chopsticks one-handed.
Yeah, but then it's just like... It's just annoying with like one hand. Maybe you have like... You can just sort of sit one hand back and like... Mouthful, scroll. Mouthful,
so on the back
scroll.
There's like a stylus.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or more on like the front so you don't have to flip it.
Yeah.
But you get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So I'm thinking chopsticks don't get that dirty. Like it depends what you're eating. Like obviously if you're having ramen, don't worry about it. But it's like if you're just having sushi, maybe no soy sauce or something, bit of rice on that's alright. Just the little things on the end. And
surely
you don't usually use the end of the chopsticks anyway. You use like the sides to grab it. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what
you understand what I'm saying?
I know what you mean. I feel like that's an awkward position. Because think of how you hold chopsticks.
Yeah.
The back of the stick kind of like comes up, kind of where a pencil goes. Are you pointing that towards the screen?
So you have your chopsticks.
Yeah.
So this is a demonstration of doing it with my hand. So like the pointy end that you use to pick up the sushi.
Yeah.
On the end of that is a stylus.
Oh.
Yeah.
You get like gross... you know how many germs are on your phone?
You know...
That's not going to fly, man.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I forgot about the germs on the phone.
You don't want to be like touching your food. Would you lick your phone screen right now?
Yeah.
No, you wouldn't.
Yes, I would.
Yeah, but it'd be gross.
Oh, I would. But like, give me some money and I'll do it. Do it without any money.
That's where Corona started, mate.
Yeah. Nah, that's weird.
Yummo.
Yeah, you never think about how dirty your phone screen gets, hey?
Nah. You touch it. I'll sit on the toilet holding my phone.
Oh, dude, really?
You don't? Ever?
Man, nah, I do it.
I was like, I'm not weird, surely.
Imagine just everyone's like, whoa, dude.
Whoa, that's fucked.
Have you ever like gone to the toilet and then you're like, oh, I left my phone outside. And then you're just sort of sitting there. You're like, oh.
Yeah, what do I do? And you read the air freshener can.
Yeah, cool. And it's the quickest toilet trip you've ever taken.
Sulfur. Wow.
Oh, this shit's kind of dangerous, isn't it?
Plutonium.
Uranium.
Holy smokes.
Oh, what the hell?
Do you know, I was listening to a podcast.
Shake well before use. Huh. Yeah.
I listened to a podcast recently. It made me think like how far we've come in terms of like scientific method. Right?
Okay.
So they were talking about Japan, World War II. They dropped 2 bombs. America dropped 2 bombs
on them.
Yep. The fat man,
little boy,
and the fat man.
And the fat man.
Right. There were 2 bombs. They were their names. There was a third bomb ready to like be dropped called Rufus. No.
What a stupid name. I like little boy and fat man. Great names.
And then Rufus.
What should we name this one? Rufus?
Rufus.
Yeah, that sounds right.
So they had I think it was plutonium core that like was at the center of the bomb or whatever. Mm-hmm. And they were running tests on it. And so I learned this just the other day, quick crash course in like nuclear energy and nuclear bombs. So plutonium, or like uranium as well, like radioactive ores, substances, whatever. They're always trying to offload neutrons or electrons. I think offload electrons. And if you fire neutrons into it, it like it creates a reaction and becomes unstable. Now, I didn't know all this, but there's what's called a critical point, which is where the reaction becomes too much and it creates radioactivity. Oh, it creates, what's it called? Fission? Yeah, radiation. Creates radiation and results in like fission, which is really bad. That's what creates like the bomb.
That's a boom.
That's a boom.
That's a boom.
So a nuclear reactor that creates energy is just like a nuclear bomb, but it's not actually going critical.
No, you're just maintaining.
You're maintaining like a slow burn. Yeah. It's like a slow burn.
Yeah.
So I didn't know all this, but they ran tests on Rufus for like, he sat in this lab for like 9 months. There were 2 incidences, but they would like play with different like bricks, like carbon, like bricks made out of like carbon metal, high carbon metal.
Yeah.
And what it would do is like bounce the electrons that are like being offloaded back into it, and that's what would like start making it go critical or something. Yeah. And so they would just like move bricks in until it was almost critical, and then move it out just to test how close they could get it.
Yeah, that was pretty close.
It's nuts. But on 2 occasions, someone got like accidentally bumped a brick, and there was a huge flash of light, and there was 2 people in the room. One, he was standing like 10 meters away. The second guy, he was absolutely fine. It was like the same radiation levels and X-ray. But the guy who like bumped it, he had like blisters on all up his hand about half an hour later. Yeah. And he got 3 to 4 times the amount of radiation, like lethal dose of radiation.
Imagine being that guy.
Just like that. It was about, they estimated it was like 1/10 of a second.
Oh shit, man. Man, fuck. My arm.
Yeah. And there was a second incident where this guy would perform a similar test, but he would put like a bowl over the top, and that would like bounce the electrons back and forth and get it close to critical. I don't know if this is interesting for anyone. I found it super interesting. Yeah. And he would literally prop it up with a screwdriver.
Whoa, just let those electrons out there,
just
baby.
Like he would like lower it down, balancing it on a screwdriver.
Yeah.
Guess what? Eventually he fucked up. There were like 6 people in the room. He slipped. There was a big flash of blue light again. He like managed to flick it off or whatever. He obviously copped a like more than lethal dose of radiation.
So he died.
But the people around him, other scientists and stuff like that, he eventually died. But the scientists around him, he was like trying to do the math as the ambulance came, figuring out who he had killed in the room.
And so it's like everyone stay still.
Yeah,
who was you're dead.
Try to figure out who was close enough to like die from his fuck up with a screwdriver.
Yeah.
But it's just like that would never fly today.
Nah. You couldn't be playing around with a stick of plutonium going, ooh, oh shit, man.
In the 40s, this was all the rage.
Oh, yeah.
This guy was he was like notorious for wearing like short shorts, unbuttoned Hawaiian shirt, and like sunnies while like messing with the plutonium.
Yeah.
It's just different time.
I mean, they would have been getting ready.
Yeah.
But it's funny how like the fatal dose happens. If you ever watched Chernobyl, did you watch Chernobyl?
I never watched it because I didn't want to see the scenes where they showed like the people that were exposed to the radiation.
Yeah, so those...
It's just fucked, isn't it? It just fucks really with your body.
It's a really good show.
Yeah. Is it it's a documentary or like
it's a miniseries,
like a drama retelling? Dramatic
retelling.
retelling. Okay.
And yeah, so like they'd have the firefighters that rocked up with the explosion happen straight away, and they're putting it out, and then like you see them in like the next day, and they're like, oh yeah, no, I'm all good, yeah. And then a week they're dead. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's just like
fucked.
It's not like that instant thing that happens straight away. It's like that slow, like a week, and then they're in the hospital, and then they're dead.
Yeah, like some of these people that were in this accident, or in those accidents that I talked about, it was like 24 days later. But it's an excruciating 24 days.
Yeah, like your
day
skin,
day 10,
melts.
you're like, you basically melt as a person. It like alters your DNA. It's fucked.
You're just melting. I'm
melting. Don't like it. Don't expose me to radiation, please.
You know we have a thing just down the road.
Yeah, there's a nuclear reactor down the road, but
I'm just
it's only small. It's fine. Is it?
Just so you know. I don't know. Is it? I don't know. Michael knows more secrets than I do. That'd be cool zombies map, but imagine a nuclear facility.
Oh,
anyways.
have they not done that? Surely.
No, I don't know. What were we talking about? We're talking about that. And what were we talking about before that?
I don't know. I can't remember.
I was talking about sushi.
Oh, sushi. Yeah, don't.
Bad idea?
Nah.
Bad idea, guys? You reckon?
That'll cause a critical reaction.
You
Bloody licking your phone screen
Yeah.
or eating off your phone screen.
You'll pass out and die.
Yeah, that's a silly idea. Why did you think that would make millions?
I thought it'd be alright. But then I completely forgot that
That's
people's
dumb.
phone screens are dirty.
We got
You dirty, dirty boys.
a listener message in.
Mm-hmm.
We actually got a few this week, I think.
Yeah, what was the thing I told them to say? Poopy, poopy pants, Michael.
Yeah. So if you listen to the, actually, should we say it?
Yeah, alright, we'll spoil it.
If you listen to the end of the episode, we've told people
Yeah,
to like,
message us
if you're listening this
particular
far,
phrase.
message us Michael's poopy pants. So far, two people have
people?
messaged us.
Okay.
But
Maybe
usually,
they're small, but they're embarrassed.
no, three.
Three?
Yeah, we
Your
had
girlfriend count?
our one American listener did.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, Catherine, hit us up. What's the vibes in America right now since?
Wasn't she at
Since
the
the
Capitol
coup.
building? I swear I saw
Yeah,
her.
I think I saw her on
I
CCTV
swear she
footage.
was waving around one of those Confederate flags going, yeah,
I think so.
screw, let's get slavery back going, you know?
You know, when she was in Australia, she showed me her Nazi tattoo.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm not surprised, bro.
She's American, not even German.
Bro, they're all crazy over there. Have you seen...
They all think they're German.
Have you seen that interview where they're like, this guy's going up to protesters and he's like, when was America last great? And they're like, yeah, right around the 1940s, I reckon. And he's like, yeah, so right around when there was segregation and like women can't vote or something like that.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, no, not really that.
yeah. The other stuff.
The other
around
stuff was
then.
really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking history's awful, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, anyways,
we
we
talked about
got a message. Starts off, Michael is a poopy pants.
Yeah, yes.
And he told us after the last episode, we talked about giant double meat Subway sandwiches.
Oh, yes. Can we talk about this photo? I was laughing. Can I see it?
What photo?
Oh, what the heck?
Oh, this is.
I need to get the other photo. I need to get the other photo.
You look up this one. I'll
Yeah.
read this one.
Read it for me.
So he told us to go watch a video by the Tom Green Show.
Did you watch it?
I watched it.
Is
It's
it
very funny.
Okay, okay.
We should pause and I'll show you.
You want it?
It's worth it.
All right, let's pause.
Alright,
We'll be back in a
let's
sec.
pause. All right, we just watched it. It's a good watch.
It's a good watch.
Go look up Tom makes a sandwich.
It's basically what we were saying would be funny.
He just-
would be like going up and then just ordering a whole bunch of random stuff.
He just
So,
sits there.
For those who haven't seen it, he basically just goes up and he goes, "Can I get a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of this, a little bit of that?" And it goes on for like
He just
2
He
minutes.
just keeps going. The Subway guy's like adding little bits of lettuce, and then he'll go back to adding more lettuce after like some tomatoes and mayo. And he's like, "Oh, just a bit more lettuce."
just a little bit of this. and
But
a
he
little bit
does it, and the Subway guy's like, "That is that enough?" Like,
of that. He goes, "No, just a little bit more."
more.
And then he goes, and then the Subway guy is the one who goes, "No, that's it. That's it.
You can't
That's
have
it.
any more."
You can't."
The sandwich is like 3 inches, like 4
Oh,
inches tall.
he was grabbing it. It was 6 inches, so it wasn't long. But he was grabbing it with 2 hands and trying to squish it down. It just looked so funny. But it answers
very
all our
good.
questions. It's like, you know, do they say stop?
I don't know. We
How
need to
much
go
was
and
that
test.
sandwich?
We
How much
need-
was it?
We need to go see it. I would assume not anything extra. Or
That's
maybe
what I mean.
I don't. Oh, I
Is
don't
it
know.
extra for veggies? This is why we need to talk to
I don't
someone
know.
who works at Subway. And also your girlfriend messaged in, and this is funny. This is gonna be the post for this week for sure. She was like, she found someone with
just quickly,
double meat. Yeah.
Thank you, at Charlie Bravo for
Oh yeah, yeah. Thanks for the
Biggie Bees.
Biggie Bees.
Charlie Bravo, thank you very much for
Thanks for
to messaging that in.
messaging
It was
in.
a good watch.
Yeah, it was a good watch. Yeah, your girlfriend messaged in, and it seems like it was someone's order that she got messaged.
Yeah,
and
so
she said
I'm
found a
guessing
double meter.
I'm guessing they ordered it at work.
Yeah, and it was found a double meter, and I said, "Oh no, should I read out their order, or is that like not? Is that not on?"
No, you can read out the order.
I tell you what would be cool. Get people to write in their Subway order, and we rate it out of 10.
Ooh, that's
You know what
a
I'm
fun
saying?
idea. Yeah,
Alright,
let's do
alright,
it.
let's start
next,
off with this.
Next week's segment, that'll be our opening segment.
Rate your Subway
Send
sandwich
us in your
out
Subway
of 10.
orders.
Alright, I'll read this one out,
Yeah.
and we'll rate it out of 10.
Yeah, yeah.
Alright? Foot long, whole meal,
Yeah. Whole
not
meal.
toasted.
Already
Already,
negative
like,
1
I'm
point.
lost. Old English cheese.
Sorry, I don't understand that.
I
What
do
do you
not-
mean not toasted?
What's not toasted?
What's,
Do
like-
they all come
like-
toasted?
Like raw? Is that
Are you
raw?
having raw bread?
Raw bread. It's just dough.
That's not good for you.
it's just dough.
Old English cheese.
Okay.
Chicken classic dash double meat.
Ooh, baby.
Tomato, lettuce, red onion, olives, mayo, salt and pepper. I'm giving that
5 out
Four.
of 10.
5's average. I'm giving it below average, bro. That's 4.
You
You're not
reckon?
toasting it and you're getting old English cheese and double chicken. That'll be the driest thing you've ever put in your mouth.
Double chicken with no toast is like, it would be so mush. It'd be like, it'd be like biting through a real dense banana.
Uh-huh.
Like real soft,
Just
but
soft and weird.
also really
Do you
heavy.
get... This is what I mean. Alright, and then...
Double meat, lettuce, tomato, red onion,
Lyndall
olives.
also sent in a photo of it, which was great. And it's exactly what I imagined. It's just a thick piece of meat and a small amount of veggies. And it just throws off that ratio, you know what I mean? Do you get extra sauce with it so it's not as dry?
Well, I don't know. Turns out they
this
is what
don't know, man.
Lyndall said. Turns out they just want more meat. Don't care about the meat to salad ratio. So there you go.
That just gives it a below average rating.
What's the
to
point?
that person?
What's the fucking point if you don't care about the ratio, huh?
You fucking idiot. What is wrong with you?
Grow up.
We just watched a funny video where someone didn't care about the ratio.
There's a lot of salad.
This
A lot of
person
mayo
lives
too.
it. This person lives it.
About halfway through, he changed it up. He's like, "Do you have oil? Can I just get some oil?" Must do like olive oil.
Yeah, I was like,
olive oil
he's just
squirts.
pouring oil on it.
Kind of sounds nice. I like oil. Like a bit of olive oil on some stuff.
Are you eating raw
One
oil?
of my favorite snacks is like, I just get some pasta,
Don't.
some tuna in olive oil.
No.
Not spring water, mate. Olive oil. Tuna, Italian style tuna in olive oil.
Is that canned?
Yeah, it's in
Is
a
that
can.
processed tuna?
Yeah. It's
I
great.
hate people
It's
that
great.
eat.
It's
out
overnight
of
delivery from
cans.
Amazon too.
Is it actually?
No.
Oh. Can you get delivery tuna?
You can buy food on Amazon.
What type?
All sorts, I think.
But surely not fresh. It'd be like just packets of chips and like
Yeah,
chips
stuff
and
like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be
Probably buy,
super
like-
handy
You probably buy. Yeah.
if it was
apparently,
like guaranteed overnight.
I'm
Like,
pretty sure you can buy like 24 slabs of like Coke and stuff like that. So if you have parties, get it for cheap on Amazon.
Amazon's gonna take over the world.
Free
bro.
delivery. Fuck,
Next
bro.
thing you know, it's gonna be like delivering fresh fruit to your door in an hour.
Quick little Amazon story. We've had a few over the last few weeks because you and I've kind of
Wait, before we move on,
kinda
what
converted
did we agree on the Subway sandwich?
probably 4 or 5. 4.5.
4.5.
4.5 out of 10.
I'm thinking to a late 4 to a late 5. All right, let's go. What were you saying?
I ordered something on Amazon
You piece of shit.
yeah,
You
I know.
motherfucker, bro.
Last night
Yeah.
at 11:54 p.m.
What are you doing up that late, Michael?
I was quickly buying some chalk balls. Right?
What a chalk. Can you? I was confused when you said that. Before.
Imagine a sock. Imagine like a Ziploc. No, it's not really a Ziploc. You know, like the drawstrings that you have on like the bottom of hats.
Yeah.
So like you.
And it's just got chalk for climbing in it.
Yeah, so it's like a.
Just
it's like
bags of chalk.
so you like squeeze the ball and like chalk comes out on your hand.
Oh.
So you don't have loose chalk everywhere.
So it's just not it's not just a bag of chalk.
No,
it's
no,
like
no.
You,
It's
you
like a
actually
sack. It's like a sack.
Oh, okay.
It's like a ball sack
But
of
the
chalk.
chalk doesn't come out unless you squeeze it.
Yeah, you kind of have to like play with it in your hand.
Damn, that's kind of cool.
But it's for climbing because like they got rid of loose chalk because I feel like a COVID hazard. People like blow on their fingertips to get like the chalk off or something, and so it like puts particles in the air or some shit. I don't know. People are dumb. I don't know why you'd
What?
blow on your fingertips. It's a fucking.
But
shit.
even
Anyways.
then, it's like loose chalk.
Yeah, because like things attach to those particulates and then they're in the air and they're airborne.
Really?
Yeah, something like that.
For real?
I don't know. For a while they only had liquid chalk. So liquid chalk
How
is
does
like
liquid chalk
it's
work?
like hand sanitizer
It
and
just
chalk
sticks to
and
your
chalk
hands.
mixed together.
Doesn't that
So
just
you
make
rub it,
the...
you rub it on your hand, and the sanitizer evaporates away, leaving the chalk on your hands.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
That's actually kind of cool,
That's
but
a
it
cool
dries
idea.
the fuck out of your hands.
I thought it was like it was just this constant liquid on your hands. So when you go climbing,
Nah.
it's just all wet.
Nah.
But even if it's like, sorry, I'm fascinated
No,
by
no,
this.
that's it.
Loose chalk,
Yeah.
but like that in the sock isn't loose chalk. What's the difference? Because if you squeeze that thing and it gets all over your hands and you clap, the chalk's still gonna come.
Yeah, it's
all
still going
out.
to go in the air.
Then what's the difference, man?
I don't know. Sometimes things don't make sense, alright? You just have to follow the rules. Or you get banned on Twitter. Oh, yeah, I ordered them at 11:54, and it said to me on Amazon, it's like, order these now to get them tomorrow. You got to order them before midnight tonight. Quickly snatched them up, got them, got 2, one for the missus, and they arrived by 11 a.m. this morning. 11 hours late. 11 hours later, I got a delivery. That is cooked. That is cooked. Hurting the environment never felt so good.
Yeah. Well, the other day, one of the other episodes, your girlfriend again,
Yeah.
she messaged us and she told us about the Amazon warehouse. Remember how we're like, where's the
Yeah,
Amazon warehouse?
yeah,
I drove
yeah.
past it on the way up to
Did you?
my holiday.
Was there like
just a big warehouse and you see Amazon on the side? And I remember because I've driven past it before. I was like, oh yeah, that's right. That's where the Amazon thing is. But it doesn't seem that big. Like it's not, and it is pretty close to the city. Like it's still in the city.
right.
It's not in the middle of nowhere.
I wonder if everything comes out of there then.
I don't
Surely
think
not.
so. I reckon they have
Surely not
third
how
party
they-
like people.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, we
Yeah.
don't have that hair product. Can you send that for
Yeah.
us? And
Yep,
we'll
yep,
give
yep,
you
yep.
a bit of
Yeah.
money.
Because usually, like the free shipping sort of stuff, like the stuff that comes quick, that's usually Amazon.
That's usually Amazon.
So you can often, like on Amazon, there'll be a little thing that pops up that says like other sellers, but you'll buy it through Amazon, but it'll be through a company.
Yeah, you can
So it's like they have an Amazon account and they sell things through Amazon.
You can have
Just kinda whack.
something, like you can provide something for Amazon to sell. Like if they needed, like, and you're like, hey, I've got a supplier, and then you can be that third party person. Like, people do that. It's like a thing.
Yeah.
Like I ordered something. I ordered like some earrings or something, and then it took ages for it to come. It took like a few weeks, which
right.
compared to Amazon, which is a decent amount of time.
I have a question.
Yeah.
You have your ear pierced, one ear pierced. Do you have to buy pairs of earrings?
Yeah. What's so funny about that, huh?
Do you think it's a sign
What? That you can only buy
that
one?
you either A, shouldn't have it pierced, or B, should get the other pierced?
No, I just think now if I lose one, I have another one.
Get a nose and then like have one the same
The
piercing.
same one?
The same piercing. One in the ear, one in the
A
nose.
couple of my mates got their nose pierced the other day, and I was like, oh.
Part of me wants one,
But I've got
at
a
the same
weird shaped
time,
nose.
nah.
I don't think it would work.
I kind of want a
You'd
bull
suit it. You'd suit
bull
it.
ring
No.
in like the
No,
I think it's
no.
called septum. Is that a septum?
No, don't
No,
do that, man.
is that what a septum is?
Yeah, so it's like right in the middle of the nose.
Middle of the nose, where the bulls have their rings.
Don't do that, man.
No,
No.
I think it would kind of suit me.
No.
No,
No. I wouldn't speak to you ever again. But a
Wow.
nose piercing would suit you.
you reckon?
I feel like it's a color complex, like a skin color thing.
Yeah.
But I've got like a weird pointy nose and it'll look funny. But I
I
reckon
feel
it
like
would
if
look good.
you have some like dark features, like
Yeah.
we have a mate who has like he's got fairly like dark features like eyebrows and hair and whatever. You can grow a bit of facial hair too.
Yeah.
He looks great with it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, shout out to him. He's
shout
handsome.
out to Aiden.
But he lost all of them.
Really?
He was in hospital for a bit.
He blew his
It
nose.
just closes up really quick.
Yeah,
Because
right.
obviously you can't have them for surgery, so you have to take them out. Yeah,
a
that
shame.
sucks, man.
It's a shame.
What's I talking about? Yeah, the Amazon.
You also can't donate blood. I have to
Right.
get tattoos as well.
You can't get tattoos if you get your...
I think tattoos and piercings you have to wait a bit before you
Speaking
donate
of
blood.
nuclear bombs, did you know that metal,
Yep.
I guess, dug up
Yep.
before the first nuclear bomb?
We've
Have
talked
we?
about this, yeah.
Oh, damn. How cool is that, Bart?
That is
It
cool.
always comes up every now
So
and then.
for anyone that doesn't know, do you want to quickly explain?
Yeah, so if metal that's been around before the first nuclear test
Yeah.
is more valuable than metal after the first nuclear test, because as soon as that first nuclear test went off, it like contaminated all the metal in the world because of like the more electrons sort of. I don't know what it is.
All
but
metal is like a little bit radioactive.
like a tiny
little bit.
which is so weird. But it's so
strange.
cool.
Especially
I just like one, like a nuclear explosion is big, but just like
Even-
that little one.
Yeah. Even
Everywhere.
areas that aren't near nuclear testing. Like there was no
Right.
nuclear testing in Australia, was there?
Yeah,
There was in the desert?
yeah, heaps.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Little-
But dug up anywhere where there wasn't
yeah.
nuclear
I mean, it was
testing.
like the 1960s. They were blowing up bombs everywhere. Like, how about?
so many
How
went
about
off.
under the ocean? What do you reckon, guys? All right, let's go do it.
Yeah,
Go
let's
down
just
there,
try it.
let's
See what happens.
Let's just see what happens. Well, Chernobyl again. What was crazy was obviously the disaster happened, and it was the Soviet Union. They didn't tell any of the world.
Yeah.
They kept it a bit of a secret.
Yeah.
And then like people didn't know until I think a university in like Sweden tested the air and they found particles from like the Soviet Union's specific radioactive like isotopes
Right.
that they
That
make.
they were using.
And they're like, hey, they're up in the air. What's going on here? And then it's like, oh shit, no.
Fuck,
You
sorry.
had an explosion, but it's
I
alright.
forgot to
Don't worry,
put
bro.
the. I
It's
forgot
all
to
under
put
control.
I had the
Yeah.
kettle on. And
Yeah.
it just blew over.
Oh yeah, we left the door
Fuck.
open. Yeah,
You ever-
it happens. My bad.
You ever seen The Martian?
Yeah.
In the rover that he drives everywhere to stay warm overnight, he gets the radioactive waste from the rocket landing, and he just puts it behind him because it gives off heat because it's radioactive.
Yeah, yeah.
And so he just like that's how he stays warm.
It's like never dig up. And he's like digging up. Yeah.
You're probably gonna give him cancer, but
That's a good story. That's fun. That's a fun movie. What was I going to talk about? Oh, I forgot.
T-shirt tans.
T-shirt tans. No, I was going to talk about fishing. I was on my holiday.
Yep.
We're on the lake. Oh, have you been kneeboarding?
Yeah, have. It's hard.
It's like, we talked about this before.
we've in our private lives.
In our private lives.
Yeah.
I went
before bed the other night.
I did it. I've done it ages ago, and I did it again more recently this trip. A lot of fun. But like you get up, getting up's not too hard, but once you get up, because there's a strap that straps your knees in.
Yeah.
And obviously you can't stay strapped up from like you start on your stomach and you pull yourself up.
Yeah.
The first time I did it, I pulled it up and I got up fine, but the strap was stuck underneath my knee. And it was a metal strap, like at the end of it. So it just kept like rubbing my knee, and I was like, "Oh, this hurts."
Is that what this is?
Where? Nah, that's like an old
some
scar.
red marks.
But yeah, and I was like, "This is painful." And then I did it again, and I got the strap on correctly. But even then, it was like, "Oh man, this is tiring. Hurts the knees." It's fun.
It's hard as on like your ass and your hips.
We had two hooked up to the boat, and I went with my brother-in-law, and he's pretty good. So he did this funny trick, which I was really funny. So obviously you've got the rope that you hold on to.
You hold it.
He pulled himself forward on the rope.
Yeah.
So he was a little bit ahead of me, and then like he could splash water in my face. So I was
cool.
like, and then I went again with me and my brother, and I got up quickly, and he was right next to me. And he didn't get up as quick. So I was like sort of shaking around. And I just kept spraying him in the face. He's gone. And he's like full like signal. He's like, stop. He's like, how am I meant to get up if I can't see? It was so funny.
Boats?
But yeah.
Boats are a lot of fun.
Yeah. But so I was on there and we had our fun on the boat and I was just chilling on the sand. And I think a dad and his son pulled up with a kayak. I was like, cool, kayak's fun. And a fishing rod. I'm like, that's a great idea. You just go out in a kayak, go for a fish. You ever thought about doing that?
Not
really.
Like
I didn't. Until
in a kayak. No, I've never fished out of a kayak.
Exactly.
But now that you mention it, it's a very
how relaxing would that be? You know what I mean? You're just
relaxing.
like just chilling.
I suck at fishing.
Is there really a skill for fishing?
Yeah,
there is. All luck?
There is. Nah, there's a skill to it. Like the way you move your rod and like
really
you make things like kind of look more appealing and like you have to kind of be good. You don't just like sit there and wait kind of thing. You got to like move around a little bit.
Make sure they won't pull your leg.
You don't realize that there's a skill to it until you go with someone.
Who has
like
that skill.
I've been fishing a bunch in my life. I've caught like maybe 3 fish.
Yeah.
I suck at it. I just never catch fish. I'm like casting in the same spot as other people. And like,
how are you getting
same bait, same everything? Like I don't get it. Same like distance out. I'd never get bites or like whatever. And my mates or like people that know how to fish like get bites heaps. And you're like, how the fuck? Like, what?
Did you find out what it is? Is it that flick of the wrist?
Yeah, it's like a skill. Yeah, a little flick of the wrist.
You sort of like slowly move it through the water to imitate a fish.
Maybe, yeah.
That's genius.
That's genius.
I never thought of it that way.
I remember there's like we were watching E.T. Fishing Adventures. You watch E.T.? E.T.'s Fishing Adventures on TV?
No? What the hell is that?
He's I think his name's Andrew Eddinghausen. He's on the Footy Show.
Oh, okay, yeah, but I haven't. No.
Well, he had the fishing show.
Yeah.
And I remember a distinct scene from that when I was younger, like staying at home watching that for some reason. That they caught a shark. And they wanted to keep it, and I don't know why they would. I don't know. Sharks aren't really good eating, so I don't know why they want to keep it and eat it. But to kill it, apparently, like actually killing it and stabbing it, like does something to it. So instead, they drowned it by dragging it backwards behind the boat.
Oof.
For like an hour. It's just brutal. I was like, what the fuck?
What
am I watching?
Head, you know what I mean? Imagine like, would you rather get shot or drown?
To this day, every now and again, I still think about that poor shark. And I'm like,
oh my God.
Poor fucking
Why
thing.
do they want to kill it?
I don't know.
You could not do that now, especially on TV.
No, people would flip out.
I swear most sharks are endangered and you can't kill them.
You're not meant to kill them, yeah.
Yeah, I just didn't think you can catch them, but you have to throw them back. I thought that was always the case.
It's like the shark fin soup thing. Like Chinese people kill so many sharks each year just to chop off the fin because they think it has like some sort of magical
Did you
power.
see that thing going around on people's Instagram stories about the turtles?
Yeah.
I
don't know why it surfaced recently. I saw it ages ago.
Oh, okay. You're a bit hip to the game.
Yeah, I care about the environment.
You're a bit quick on it.
I care about turtles.
I don't. They fucked my paper straws.
Hey, brother, want a jellyfish?
Hey, brother, have a plastic straw, you prick. Eat it. No, I'm just kidding.
That's glad, right?
You've written here. I want to hear Pablo Escobar. What do you got?
Oh, Pablo Escobar. So recently I've been watching Narcos.
Yeah.
I know we're not meant to talk about TV shows anymore and Netflix.
I'm curious because I've heard. Isn't it like a documentary? It's like a drama reenactment, but they also tied in with what actually happened.
Yeah. So there's real footage of like real events, and they cut between like the fake.
The reenactment,
like the actor Pablo Escobar and like real footage of Pablo Escobar.
That's cool.
Like he was fucking insane.
As in like insane, like pretty cool man, or like insane as in like
insane.
This
like, pretty
dude's
cool,
gonna
man.
kill someone.
Yeah,
I mean he did, but
like he killed lots of people.
Yeah,
like he would order hits on people like it's nothing.
Yeah,
but at their peak, the like
wasn't he like one of the most richest people in the world at his
peak?
Yeah,
yeah. At the peak. His company, like his like drug empire, like drug whatever, I guess it's a company like whatever.
Company?
They were raking in $60 million a day.
A day?
A day.
I thought you were gonna say.
Can
like
you believe
year?
that?
Well, that's pretty standard.
No.
A day.
60 million a day.
It's crazy how much
it was more than it was more than I think the three
highest.
Or like it was like more than the third biggest company in the world.
And you wonder how they have government like involvement because it's like they have so much money.
He bought they were buying out and bribing like half the Colombian police force. That's why it's so hard to catch them.
Yeah,
like you might be like fuck thing. I met a part of the show, where the guy who is like in charge of trying to capture him, his boss is on.
It's on the payroll.
Is on the payroll. So it's like. What the fuck do you do?
What are we doing here, guys?
Yeah, it's like so he's like kind of cutting funding and like not that keen to like have this operation run, but it's just cooked. It's just cooked. Yeah, it's really interesting too.
Have you seen? Do you remember that movie that came out a while ago? Tom Cruise is in it, and he's a pilot and he flies for the drug cartel.
Yeah.
I watched.
Does he fly for the drug cartel?
He flies cocaine in. I don't know.
But wasn't he an undercover worker for the CIA? Wasn't that the whole show?
I don't think so.
Or maybe not.
I'm pretty sure he just straight up went, I earn more money doing this, so I'm going to do this.
Oh, right. Okay.
But
I think it was ex-CIA.
I think it was X something, and he's like, I earn a lot more money doing this. But I didn't watch the movie, but you see those clips online.
Yeah.
I was watching this clip, and like, it's funny. I think it's a true story, but it was just funny how almost easily they got in. They just sort of, you just dodge the radar stations and then they just fly over a swamp and they just dump out the cocaine.
Yeah.
But then like the DEA would like spot these, like there would be 5 planes moving at once. Right. Yeah. And they're like, oh, we don't know who you are, come land. And they had like these small planes. And what they would do is they could fly really slow, like for a long amount of time. Yeah, so they would slow right down, and like the DEA and like the FBI or whatever would have jets, and they couldn't go. They had to keep like circling it, and eventually it would just run out of fuel, and it would have to just go refuel, and then they just got away.
Yeah, that's
because
crazy.
they just slowed it right down, and they would just sit there, and then there was like a clip in the movie where one of the pilots is like, we gotta turn around, we gotta refuel, and he's like, the fuckers are right there, and he's like, well, we've got to go. So they would just fly away, and then they would just fly off. But yeah, it's I haven't seen the movie.
It's a whole like.
I would really like to watch Narcos, but I haven't watched it yet.
It's opened my eyes to like how big the operation was.
Yeah,
like it was massive.
It goes all the way from the top, from the producing all the way down to the distributing. Like there's people like you can get it into the US, but the people still need to deal it out. You know what I mean?
There were like production facilities, like cocaine production like labs in the Colombian jungle because it's so dense. It's like impossible to see shit from the air. So big, they're like the size of towns. Yeah, like they were fucking massive. They were pumping out like
it's like a plant, isn't it?
Like tons and tons and tons of cocaine a day.
Oh yeah, if you make 60 million a day,
cooked. Yeah, it was cooked. And not only that, there was like a bunch of like narcos families, like a whole bunch of like different kind of like whatever Colombian like drug lords or whatever,
yeah.
and like smugglers and stuff, and they form together to make like a band.
Oh, is that what? Okay,
That's kind of what the show's about.
Yeah,
so,
okay, cool.
But like,
it's like a
Pablo
triangle
Escobar
leader.
is like the head dude.
Yeah,
But holy shit, he ran for Congress. Can you believe that?
did he?
He made it in.
Oh well, the Colombian.
He
one.
made it in as a congressman, and then
And what did he do?
on the same day they outed him with a mugshot of like a drug smuggling.
Did they know he was like?
No, he did really well.
Ah.
He did like convinced majority of Colombian people that he made his fortune from taxis.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
He ran for fucking Congress, bro.
It's
And
funny because
it
it's
wasn't-
like
And it was one of those things where like everyone knew he was a drug dealer, but no one had solid
Yeah.
proof.
that's what I thought. I thought it was one of those things where it's like, okay, he's obviously doing something, but we need to catch him
Yeah.
doing something
Catch
because
him
we
doing
can't just
something
arrest
wrong.
him because
Yeah.
we just think it.
Yeah.
But the fact that because like everyone knows who Pablo Escobar is now.
Yeah. Now they
But
do.
it's funny back then. It's like, oh
Yeah.
yeah, you made taxis. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
cool. It's just like
It's-
that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Hey, and like,
what doing what with taxis? What did he drive one taxi, or does he own a whole bunch of? I don't know.
owns a taxi empire. He just
Yeah,
said
good for him.
taxis, but he
Idiots.
only owned 3.
Oh wait, so he got in, and then they were like, oh wait, he's this mugshot
Yeah.
from ages ago, or
So he had like a very minor offense drug. Like,
hey guys, it was from me
Yeah.
from ages ago.
drug
Come on.
offense
Yeah.
from like a few years ago or whatever.
Yeah.
But it surfaced like the day he
What was he
going
gonna
to
do if he got into Congress? Like, what was his plan? Nothing.
All he wanted to be the president of Colombia and like run things how he saw fit.
Can you imagine? It would have been
Bro,
straight, just like fascism.
A huge like thing that like shot up his political career in
Yeah.
Colombia was he would give out money.
Yeah.
He was the richest dude in the world. It was
Yeah.
all like American cash.
Yeah.
He would give off like just cash to people at rallies and like meetings and talks and stuff like that.
That's
and,
enough to get
and
people involved.
the working class of Colombia, which are like typically quite poor,
Yeah.
loved him because he's a people's man. He's giving the poor money.
Give me money, man.
Crazy.
You gave me $50 the other
Just
day.
absolutely crazy.
Yeah, that's how you win someone over.
Yeah.
It's like, here's $100.
Yeah.
All right, I'll vote for
It's
you.
fucking mental.
Yeah, no, that's cool.
But it's weird.
I would like to watch that.
Yeah.
How much have you watched of it?
Only like 6 episodes.
How many seasons?
I think there's 3. And there's also a Narcos Mexico, but that's like a different kind of thing.
Narcos Mexico. Is that like a sequel?
It's set in Mexico instead of Colombia.
Yeah. Well, not to go
But
back to the best.
highly recommend. That's end of Netflix talk. Or do you have
I had a relatable topic.
Okay, go.
Okay.
Relatable topic, go.
Yeah. Well, it's about a TV show. About
Okay.
the best TV show ever made.
Breaking Bad.
About Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
There's clips in that about like, because obviously, he made meth in New Mexico, Mexican border.
Yeah.
There was some involvement with like some Mexican
like
gangs or
cartels
whatever.
and stuff.
But like, there were scenes where the main police chief, the brother-in-law,
Yeah.
he like got a promotion. He was going to work over the border.
Yeah.
So then they found like this guy who was going to give him information about where this particular guy is. So they're all there. And then this turtle comes in. I don't know if you've seen this scene. This turtle comes in with the guy's head on it.
Yeah.
You've seen that?
Yeah.
The guy's head's on top of it.
Yeah.
And then they're all like, that's so funny. Like, our snitch got killed. Well. And then the turtle blows up and kills like two police officers, and one of them gets his leg cut off and stuff. And it's like, full on. I mean, that's not true. I don't think it's a true story.
Like,
but I'm sure there's some pretty messed up
like,
things.
oh, bro, after watching Narcos, you're like,
You need to watch some like
you know, like it's fucked.
you need to watch some Simpsons or something
It's
to
very-
get yourself
to like,
get your mind off it.
to get your mind off it, to go
Yeah.
to bed at night.
I can't
You're like,
sleep.
oh my god.
I can't sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would like to watch that TV show.
No.
But no more TV show talk.
I've been busy lately.
That's nice.
I've been building a shed.
Shed building.
Fucking shit. It's just the worst. Like
Yeah.
it's okay,
You're pretty bad at
but
it.
like as me and my dad have been building it, and there's 2 people that aren't shed builders. It's just shit. It's not like
are
it's
there
not like a
shed
little.
builders?
It's not like a tiny little bunning shed. It's like it's
big.
big.
It's
It's
big.
big.
It's
It's
big.
like proper like steel framing and stuff like that.
Mm.
But
Do you reckon it'd
holy
Do you
smokes!
reckon it would have been easy if you made it out of wood?
Nah,
And you didn't buy like a
maybe,
kit?
maybe,
Maybe.
Yeah, I don't know.
Don't know.
It's not really a kit. It kind of was a kit. So we told them what size we wanted, and then they sent us like
Custom
the
made.
the pieces.
Hmm.
But it's like instructions are shit. I'm sunburnt. I've been out in the sun for the last week. Sun is exhausting. Just being out in the sun, you get fucking tired, bro. You ever go to the beach?
Because there's so many people.
The nap after the beach?
Yeah. No, well, I just went on a beach holiday, and it's like, you could like have a really good sleep. You feel energized. Go to the beach all day. You come home and it's 5 o'clock, and you're like, man, I'm tired.
Yeah.
I just want to sleep.
Yeah.
And you're all hot, and you're like, you're burny, and you're like,
Yeah.
And then you want to have a hot shower, but you can't because your sunburn hurts. You have a cold shower.
A cold shower after the beach is so nice.
Yeah, it's all right, but it's like, oh, I want to have a hot shower right now.
You ever been the type of person to like take shampoo to the beach?
No.
And you shower after the beach? You ever like been somewhere after the beach, like you gotta dress up for, and you take some soap with you?
Oh, as in, no. Are you talking about like the outdoor shower?
Yeah.
No, I've never done that before.
Never done that?
Have you?
Nah. Actually, no, once or twice.
I bet you have.
We've gone like to the beach straight to a wedding before, like as a family. Yeah, me and my brothers, I think. Okay. And so we had all our clothes in the car. And
suits and stuff?
Yeah, and mum's like, have some shampoo at the showers and just like shampoo your hair. We were kids, but like, still pretty ballsy taking some kids to the beach before a wedding.
Yeah, that's ballsy.
Yeah.
Who knows what happened? Everyone with red faces and stuff.
Like that.
I mean, weddings are usually an afternoon-ish. So like, if you want to go for a swim, but I'd have to go home and have like a shower.
Yeah.
And, like, I don't know. Thought about
iron your shirt.
I'd hate to. What annoys me is having to put on like long clothes while you're hot. You know when you have to put on layers when it's hot? Yeah. I'd rather like go home and have a cold shower and I'm like, I'm cold, and you wanna put on that suit, you know what I mean?
You ever on a nice night, like a nice weathered night, you're out somewhere and you're like hot and sweaty. Say you go for a run or go to the gym, and you come home and you have to quickly get changed, have a shower, get changed, and go again. And as soon as you finish your shower, it's not enough. Like you're still sweating, you're still hot. And as you're putting on your clothes, you're like sticky and you're like, oh, I don't like this.
There's nothing worse.
Need some air.
I hate it when it's like, you've got work at like 4. It's like you're hot, you're sweaty, it's just a hot day.
Yeah.
And then you look over at those long pants you have to put on and you're like, oh man, I'm going to fucking hate my life. And you're like putting them on and then you put it on and then like, you know when like you're hot and sweaty and you don't want to like move your limbs too much because it's all sticky. So you like do this weird squat to the car and it's like, oh man. Oh, I hate it.
I used to work at a service station and we had a walk-in freezer out the back.
Oh yeah, that's good stuff.
And I would rock up on time to work and I'm like, I would ride my bike from home, which is about 5Ks.
Yeah.
Probably a bit less actually. But if I'm running late, I'm like pedaling fast.
Yeah.
Like I'm flying.
Yeah.
And you are so sweaty, especially on a summer's day. Like you get there and you're dripping.
Yeah, I don't know
and you're
why
like,
you do that.
And you're like, I need to go in the cool room. And I would hang out in the cool room, like in the freezer for like...
It cools you down quickly.
Like 15 minutes.
I work at a grocery store and I do the same thing.
I would just do like the freezer work because it was just easy and cool.
When you like...
Fuck, it was good.
When you
it would dry out your shirt too because the freezer air's so dry. It like sucks that moisture out.
You go in and you're like, oh, it's like literally 30 seconds. You're like, oh man, I'm cold now. I'm
I'm
freezing. Like I'm gonna hop back
Especially
out.
if you're sweaty, you're like the sweat on you cools and like gets cold really quickly because it's water.
Wet.
It's like gets cold really quickly.
Do you remember that one time you worked at that service station? It was after work and you rang me and you forgot your shoes.
Yeah.
And you're like, hey bro, do you mind bringing your school shoes to me because I forgot my shoes? And I was like, yeah, all right.
It's like, I promise I won't get petrol on them.
I promise. You did.
You know,
I promise.
We went to the promotion there where it was like for a donation, I would fill up your car for you, like the olden days.
That's kind of nice.
The most awkward fucking thing. I was like 15 at the time, having no clue how to like how you're not that confident in being like, hey, you want your car filled up? Especially it's not a normal thing. Yeah. Most people were just like, no. Yeah. But I would like, as they pulled up, I'd go up to their window and be like, hey, I'll fill up your car for $1. And they're like, I'm out of my car already.
Yeah.
Why? No.
You have to sort of catch them on the way in. Hey,
I'll get back in there.
Get back in there.
Like,
shut the door.
Like a policeman putting
get your head back in
car,
there.
like you grab their head.
Yes, but like even on a hot day, like I want to get out of the car, you know what I mean? I want to sit in a hot car. It's like I'm gonna go film it.
Yeah, you want to stand. Yeah,
it's a cool idea.
I wouldn't trust people to fill up my car.
No. Mate, it's too many questions. Like, what type? How much do you want in it? Like, people are very specific with it.
It's too hard.
What's the lowest amount of money you've put in your car in terms of petrol?
Like $3.
Really?
Yeah,
what are you doing with $3?
I was super short on cash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what? You just need to get home.
Basically, yeah. I just like needed some.
I remember I was driving and I put like I was poor as well. I put like $15 in.
Yeah.
And I didn't have a car then, so it was like the family car, and I was like, got stuck with the empty, and I was like so annoyed.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, whatever. I just put $15 in, and with like some cars, the petrol gauge doesn't go straight up straight away.
Yeah.
So I started driving, and I was young, and I was like, it hasn't moved. I was like, did I not fill up that much? Is $15 not enough? So I was like, what the hell? So I was like, I'll just go fill up $5 more. So I went back and filled up $5 more. Went back and then it jumped up to like halfway, and I was like, oh well. Damn it. I was like,
now I'm out of $5.
Now I'm out of $5. But yeah, I haven't. Well, you've been at a petrol station.
I worked there.
Have you seen lower than like $3?
Yeah. A mate that we went to school with, he drove like a pretty like kind of souped up car, like a, I'll make a sound and you can imagine it, like a.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, like
a nice car.
like a
I thought you were gonna name
like
a
a Japanese. I don't know what it was.
Car.
It was kind of like a I don't know.
Low to the ground. Like
Yeah,
a Nissan,
kind of.
like
Yeah.
probably a Nissan.
Actually,
thing.
I'll tell you. I'll just beep the name really quickly.
Yeah, I
Do you
don't remember his
his
car.
car?
I don't remember his
Okay.
car though.
But he filled up like $3 or $4. Like it was like $4.20.
Surely it's enough to warrant a conversation.
It was like $4.20, and he came in, and I was like, only $4.20, and he's like, that's all I have left, and he's like, my parents haven't given me any more money, and
Fair
I was
enough,
like,
bro.
fair enough.
Parents.
But why are your parents paying for your fuel, mate? Don't you
usually
work?
get a job, But that's just me. That's just me.
You drive a car like that, and you're like,
Yeah, obviously the
you can't
parents pay
afford
for
fuel.
it. Have you seen those
It's a bit silly.
videos? I think they're on TikTok where people go up to those people driving fancy cars and like, "What do you do for a living?"
Yeah.
And he goes up to one. He's like, "What do you do for a living?" Nothing. It's my parents. My parents bought me this car.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh, okay."
Have a good day.
And you see those ones where he's like, "What do you do for a living?" He's like, "Mate, I'll be honest. I'm a drug dealer.
Drug dealer.
I'm straight
I saw
up."
that one.
And he's like, "All right, man, no worries."
Yeah. A lot of those people that are driving like Lambos,
Yeah.
they're like, I'm a Sparky,
Yeah.
or I'm a plumber.
Yeah.
It's like a lot of tradesmen.
Oh yeah, they
fucking,
would.
like they were raking
They
it
were
in
raking
because they
in the
own their
money.
own businesses.
Uh-huh.
Like,
Mhm.
oh fuck,
Or
trades.
they are
Bloody
drug
good.
dealers, and they go,
Yeah.
Sparky,
Yeah.
Sparky. And you're like, okay.
Tell you what, I have a friend. I'm not going to say who
He does drugs?
started. No, doesn't do drugs. Oh, like maybe recreationally. I don't really know. I don't know.
Oh, he does it professionally.
Yeah, it's not a topic of conversation that we do much.
Yeah.
But he once made hash brownies,
Okay.
and
For those who don't know what they are, they're normal, like chocolate brownies with weed in
with
them.
weed in them.
Yeah, like edibles.
And he had some friends over, and they all had them,
Mm.
and everyone loved them. And very quickly they were like, "Can we get a batch? Like, if I buy the weed, like, I'll pay you to make us a batch."
Oh, okay.
And in about 2 weeks' time, he was making like a batch a day for like different friends, and then like friends of friends.
How much was he?
Oh,
charging?
like he wasn't charging. That's the thing. He's
Oh,
just
wait,
like,
were they
he just
providing-
yeah, they were providing the weed,
Oh, that's okay.
and he
'Cause
wasn't
that would be
charging.
the expensive.
Oh, and he's like, just cover the cost of the ingredients.
Oh, okay.
But he wasn't charging because he's like, I just kind of like making it.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
very quickly,
Everyone
he
jumped on
found himself basically dealing drugs.
it. Yeah.
basically making and dealing drugs. It's like it was a slippery slope. He's like, bro, I had to stop, otherwise I would have started asking for money.
Yeah.
And I would have like
You would
technically
have
been a
technically
drug dealer.
been a drug
And he's
dealer.
like, I'm not.
I mean,
gonna,
you
I'm not gonna
technically
let
already are, whether you're
Yeah.
charging money or not. But
I'm not gonna go like he's like, I didn't want to like
Yeah.
do that with myself, like become a drug dealer. So
Fair enough.
It's very funny though. He's like,
I don't make that anymore.
he's like, all of a sudden, I was doing like a batch a day, and I was like, holy fuck, bro. He's like, you're
Yeah.
a drug dealer, and he's
Yeah.
like, yeah, I'm gonna stop.
yeah. You're like, you're a drug dealer. And it's like really like, oh shit, I am.
Should we wrap it up?
Yeah, let's wrap it up.
Thank you for listening to the Young Crumbs podcast.
My name has been Sean.
Next week, maybe not this week. Next week, should we do a gossip section? We'll think up some goss.
Okay, yeah.
I don't really know if I have any goss though.
It's just gonna be a lot of like. So
Inside.
there's this person that I know, and they did this to this person.
Maybe some people could share goss with us, and we'll leave out details.
I like that.
That could be
cool.
fun. Gossip review.
Bro, surely people have got just some funny work gossip
Yeah.
they can just type in.
Here's the annoying thing about this podcast. We're not big enough to have like lots of fans.
Lots of fans.
And so when we
love our fans.
when we ask questions like that, like we don't really get.
We
any
only get
replies.
like
we get like one or two.
We only have like 2,000 views, and it's just really annoying. No, I'm kidding.
Across everything though, it's not that much. But
also send us in your Subway orders.
And
we will rate them.
We'll put out a poster in the week.
We will rate them out of 10.
But
because we're not going to record this till. Yeah, so this will come out
a week and a half away.
Yeah, so it'll probably be like a week, like 10 days until our next one.
So it's currently Thursday.
So this will come out Monday.
And
Monday. You'll be away.
Yes.
And then you come back Friday, and then that Monday again will be when we film it. Does that mean, is that after Australia Day? Hang on, let me click the old calendar down here. So you come back then, and we'll be filming. Oh, it'll be the day before. It'll be the day before.
25th.
Yeah, a couple days before the old D-Day.
We'll do an Australia Day special.
Actually, we might need to record 2 again. Oh, no.
Are you going away?
I'm going away. 27th till the 31st? Or the 30th? Yeah, I'll be back.
We're sweet.
Yeah, I'll be back. It'll be fine.
Anyways. Thank you for listening to the Young Crabs podcast. Message us in your Subway orders. Also,
and your
any gossip that you want us to review.
Yeah, give us your gossip. I know you guys have got some
juicy
Someone's
stuff.
got some stupid. I could think of some gossip, right? Like,
I could just tell you juicy shit from my life, but I'd have to be like a friend.
Yeah.
A friend did this.
Yes, it'd be the same with
But
us.
it's me.
Like, I've done drugs again, guys. Yeah. Well, yeah, so I've been Sean, you've been Michael. My Instagram is @Sean_Wool99. Yours is MOB_Y_Dick. That's Moby Dick.
I'll just leave them. Fuck me.
Yeah, send us in your Subway orders. Send us in any goss. We'll put a story out probably closer to when we're filming, when we remember.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it. Episode 41.
Thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening.
And fuck Sarah.
And fuck Sarah.